read it! 36 rounds per second. Oh my gosh! Well, hello again, it's Airsoft Mike, and today I've got another Airsoft machine pistol. Now, this one is the G12. Now, if you're wondering, G12, isn't it supposed to be the G11? Well, has at least 3 variants of this machine pistol. This particular one is the Co2 with blowback. But out there, you can get the green gas version of this, which is blowback. You can get the CO2 version of this, which is non-blowback. But this version of the MAC-11 is the CO2 blowback version. So as you have already seen, this is your typical manual from Well. Mixture of, I believe, Chinese and English. Now, I know in the Airsoft community, especially the Airsoft unboxing community on YouTube, it is quite the trend, and it's been like this for years, to make fun out of the English in some of these manuals. You know, a mixture of Chinese and English. Well, I'll tell you this, they have improved immensely. It's not so bad anymore. You know, you've still got your little things that gives me a little chuckle now and again. So basically, this piece of instruction is telling you to put your magazine indoors or inside so that the temperature can rise again, because you know that gas mags can get very cold, which affects the performance. Look at this. Place the magazine in, and then there's a space, door, to recover the temperature. Anyway, listen, do you know what? My issue with this manual is that it doesn't 100% relate to what I have in this box, hence the G11. This, my Airsoft friends, is the G12. But anyway, let's do this. We have your Allen key, some free BBs, and a rather cool looking CO2 mag. Now, the reason why I say cool looking, because a lot of CO2 mags, once you get it in, you can still see the CO2 capsule. From what I can see here, you won't. Simply pops in there and it's hidden. And of course, the main attraction itself, the MAC-11. Or is it the MAC-10? Haha, I'm just kidding, yeah. I tell you what, I'll give you a little exercise. Hit the comment section down below. What's the difference between a MAC-10 and MAC-11? I'll start you off, okay? Because there's more than one difference, but I'll start you off. One of the main differences is the type of ammunition. Anywho, let's go through this. Now, I don't know if this is an updated version because, one, there's not many video reviews of this online. Yes, there are tons of reviews that look just like this, but they're not the same, trust me. Also, with this G12, with the exception of the back of this mag well, so basically this part of the grip, this entire piece is made entirely out of metal. Only this section right here is not. Yet, when you go online, you will see versions of this where the top part is metal and this entire lower piece here is plastic. Not with this, baby. And just so you know, I have a little something on its way to make this look even more awesome. Remember what I did to that bad boy right there? Oh, by the way, as you can see, decided to put a different sight on it, just temporarily, just so I can take a few more photos for my Instagram account. Hint, hint, it needs following. Anyway, yeah, so trying out a different sight on here. Looks pretty cool, nice and compact. Nice. Yeah, so I'll tell you, I've got a suppressor on its way, and literally, it's been delivered today. So by the time I finish the edit for this video, hopefully I'll have it and I'll put it on just to complete that bad boy image of this awesome looking G12, which is based on the MAC-11. Or is it a MAC-10? You do know I do these things sometimes just to encourage debate down in the comment section. Anywho, let me just put this mag in just to complete the picture, and I will say this, I am fully aware there are some people that have plenty issues with these G11s and G12s from Well. Another little tip, which hopefully a lot of you would already know, before putting in the mag, pull back the bolt. Also, against everything I normally believe in when it comes to safety, make sure it's not unsafe. And then pop your mag in. Ho ho! And then of course, get it back on safe. Oh, and did I mention I have a Facebook page too? Ha! Shameless plug. Now, if you're wondering why or what's that all about, all that procedure about opening the bolt and taking it off safe, and well, again, these are pretty well known to fail. Okay, not all the time. Some people have these things and there's no issues whatsoever. Some people have these and the bolt handle flies off, or they have internal damage over a period of time. Well, having done some research, apparently, if you go through those little steps that I just showed you, it all helps to reduce wear and tear. Now, I am nowhere near ready yet for the shooting test or the chrono test, so let me get that bolt shut, let me get this back to a completely safe mode and show you around the features. And I tell you what, this will be a very good time to actually show you the mag release. So your mag release is just down there. Get your hand on that mag, get your thumb on that mag release, pull it down and begin to pull your mag out. But if you release at that point, the mag won't fully come out. Watch. See, it stops right there. So you need to make sure your thumb stays on that release until your mag is fully out. Now, of course, making sure there's nothing in the chamber, you can now safely pull that trigger and close your bolt. Nice. Now let's start at the rear of this piece. You've got that ever so famous looking stock. To release that, you have a little button that you press that releases your stock, and it will come out as far as this. But that's not all. If you grab hold of this portion of the stock and give it a little squeeze, you can then drop this, which becomes a very nice shoulder rest. I say nice, I've had better, but it does the job. And then we move to one of the most basic sights I have ever seen in my life. Here's your rear sight on this metal sheet right here that makes up the rear of this MAC-11. Now, I really want to show you the sight picture on this, so I'm going to collapse this stock so it's a reversal of the process we did earlier. So press that button, push that in, another little squeeze, get that in. Now take a look. Can you see that? Very tiny. And that's your front sight there, but I'll come back to that later. But very, very tiny. But you know what they say about these type of guns, whether it's real or airsoft. Spray and pray. So as we move along, I'll just take you back down here again. So this is a mixture really of your mag well, your mag release as shown earlier. And if I can bring you back up here again, you've got your bolt, which again, I've shown you earlier on. And this does go back and forth when you fire it. And that really excites me. I'm sorry, I know little things really do please me. Now, if we move along, we'll go to the top. You've got your bolt handle right there. Some people would recommend that you strip this down and get this reinforced properly or attached properly, because I have seen and read reports and seen videos where this flies off. Again, could this be a slightly improved and better version? Maybe not, but who knows? All of you that know about these bad boys will know that you have your switch right here within the trigger guard that will put it in safe or fire mode, but on the other side, that's your actual selector mode for semi or full auto. Moving along to the front, you've got what many people mistakenly call a sling point. But it's not. It's literally the part where you attach a foregrip. I know, it looks weird, but if you know anything about this system, you will know it's literally a piece of material, even like a strap or even part of a sling about this long that you put on here, and you hold on to it like that, and it acts as a foregrip. I know, really makeshift, but apparently it works. And of course, you have your metal trigger. Now, if I bring you towards the front on the top, there's your front sight, which of course is metal. You know what? I've looked everywhere. I can't find a hop-up adjustment on this little beast anywhere. The manual says it's got hop-up adjustment. I reckon it's wrong. Like I said earlier, this is clearly for the G11, not the G12. And the only accessories that came in the box was this Allen key. I've invested in a proper little scale system, so let's see how much this little bad boy weighs, because it is full metal. Don't let the size fool you. So that's the weight right there without the mag. Let's just add the mag. There you are, 3.69, so that's well over 3.5 pounds. Kilograms, grams, pounds and ounces. Nice. Okay, let's get this ready for a shooting test. So let's get the CO2 in. I've already got a bit of silicone oil down there and on the tip of that capsule. Let's get this cap back on and just tighten it up until you hear that hiss. Haha, did you hear that? Nice. Now, I've just spotted something that I love to see on mags, especially mags as long as this. If you look near the base, you can see there's a wider opening just there, so you can bring your mag follower all the way down and hopefully it will lock into place. I'll have a go in a moment. Then turn it this way and fill it up with BBs. Or if you're fortunate enough, get a speed loader that will fit this and you can fill it up that way. Right, will it lock into place? Go on. Well, it doesn't feel like it's going to lock into place, so no biggie. You can just hold on to it and fill it up. Nice and full. Now I say nice and full, I can actually put more in. This can actually go down further. But if you look at that, that is way more than a standard airsoft pistol mag capacity. Awesome. I don't know if you've noticed, I've put a bit of lube on the bolt itself because it is pretty much going to be metal against metal, I'm guessing. So no harm, just putting a bit on the surface right there. So it's already on fire. Let's get that bolt back and get that mag in. Ho, ho, ho. Now let's just put that immediately back onto safe. Nice. .358. 362. 296. 303. Okay, as I expected, it's all over the place with the FPS. Let's just get to the bit that's going to excite me the most. Full auto. Well, I hope it excites me the most. Oh! 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 Did you? Wait, sorry. Yes! The FPS dropped down to about 211. No, the chrono couldn't keep up with it, so it didn't register. Did you see the rate of fire? Do you know what? Get that out of the way. What? Compose yourself, Airsoft Mike. Sorry. Watch this again. Oh my gosh. I'm even sure this is even faster, dare I say it, than my Chris Vector. Ha! And guess what? The mag's already empty. It's locked back. Look, nothing left. How awesome is that? Do you know what? I need to fill it up again. I want to see that again. But do you know what? Let me try the chrono machine again. Give it the benefit of the doubt. Let's try it again. But this, well, G12, the rate of fire is out of this world. Okay, here we go again. Let's just take it off safe. Let's see if it will read it now. Look! It read it! 36 rounds per second. Oh my gosh! It's official! And of course, regardless of whether there's rounds in there or not, it will still lock back because it is an open bolt system. But oh my gosh, this is official. This is the fastest firing airsoft weapon in my entire armory. Can I just... I'm speechless. It smashes the Chris Vector. It smashes anything I've ever fired. That is insane. Voice of reason here. When I say it smashes the Chris Vector, I mean in rate of fire, rounds per second. Nothing to do with quality, okay? So the Chris Vector is way up there compared to this well when it comes to quality. But when it comes to rate of fire, rounds per second, oh my gosh, out of the box, no mods, no upgrades, the well G12 is legit. Even though the FPS dropped a bit. Not gonna do single shots. I'm literally gonna have it on full auto, aim at the center, and hope for the best. Speaks for itself, all over the place, but I don't care. Look, got one or two right there in the center circle, but regardless, this is beyond awesome. When it comes to the rounds per second anyway, right, as you probably heard, and it really sounded like a bit of flatulence, as the CO2 began to run out in that last burst of fire, you heard it starting to drop. And even when it's dropping, it's still faster than any other airsoft weapon in my armory. So I'm just gonna literally let this CO2 completely flatten itself out. And there you go. Oh. And that has stayed shut. Because there's no more CO2 to kick it back. So, what are my final thoughts, or should I say initial thoughts, on this well G12? Well, I'll tell you straight away. Even when I clicked the purchase button when I bought this, I was expecting something to be really low quality, half plastic, not great rate of fire until I did a bit more research, and then I thought, let me get one of these and try it for myself. I've got to tell you now, let me start with the pros, which is kind of different because I normally like to start with the cons. The pros, full metal. Many of the other brands out there, it's either full plastic with metal internals and metal pins and stuff and a metal stock. This baby, full metal. Some others are half plastic and half metal, but again, full metal. Love it. What else do I love about it? I love that it is almost a faithful replica of the real one. And don't get me started on the rate of fire. I'm still in a oh my gosh state of mind. It's awesome. You saw and heard it for yourself. So what are my cons with this little thing? Well, no pun intended. Anyway, the CO2 efficiency. Now, when something fires as fast as that, technically I shouldn't put it down as a con, because what do you expect? But I'm gonna still say it's a con. Your CO2 is gonna run out really quick. I'll say that now. And if you're using this in gameplay, and if you're allowed to use full auto, you're gonna need quite a few mags, because it literally takes seconds to wipe out that mag before you have to fill it up again or put another one in. Another con for me? Well, and I mean the company, get your act together, man. Actually do a manual for the CO2 version. Don't just throw a green gas version G11 manual in the box. Okay, any more cons? I did notice there was the odd misfire during my shooting test, but the way this thing performs on full auto, it's forgiven. Overall, it's a fun little piece. Yeah, you're probably gonna have to strip it down and do some maintenance and probably upgrade one or two things, but out of the box, boy is it fun. As always, check the video description for a price point, and also check the video description for various retailers around the world that stock this and similar ones. I'm Airsoft Mike, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Look what just arrived. Come on, let's get this open. No, this isn't good. Look at the scratch on that. And that is a proper scratch. That's not good. And look, even here, look. There's one there as well. Oh, and oh, what is going on? Is this like second-hand goods? Look at that. There's a mark there. That don't come off. Now, I could name and shame the retailer, but I'm going to contact them first and give them an opportunity to put this right.